Today is November 3rd, 2022, and this is Prosecco. This is the second time I've massaged Prosecco. She was experiencing a lot of pain on her left side last time I seen her, and we did quite an in-depth massage. And since then, she's also received chiro appointments. So hopefully things are coming together again for her. She still has some tenderness, but in general today I've seen a big improvement. Starting out on her head, she had excellent jaw and head massage. She didn't seem sore at all. She was quite happy and relaxed, and we started off really great. Last time she had pain in her pole, but today I didn't see anything in there. I moved down her neck. She seemed really good in her neck. She did stretch quite nicely, which was a big improvement over last time. Last time her left side was really responsive to pain, and she had a lot of trouble bending. But today she seemed quite comfortable and a lot more flexible than she had last time, which was a week ago. So I went through her neck really carefully. I spent a lot of time working, actually everything on her. I spent a lot of time because I wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything at all. But so I went really slow through the neck. She responded excellent. As I went down into her shoulders, she had a lot of problems with her left shoulder last time. It was really painful, and I suspected she probably needed adjustment in her C7, which is behind the shoulder blade, and I think that is what the chiropractor did. I know he did find some problems in her neck, so I'm thinking that's where it was at. Today, this was still quite tight. She didn't respond to pain so much, but just really tight and tense. And she finally released. I spent a lot of time kind of in behind her scapula and trying to get it to release, and it finally did. And she responded with a lot of licking and chewing, which was really nice to see, because I know I've found the sore spot in there, and it looks to me like it has released and is feeling a lot better now. The right side of her shoulders felt really good. She's really soft, and I was able to get nice and deep in behind the scapula into the C7, so that was really fantastic. Going through the rest of her shoulders felt nice and supple, and she really enjoyed having a nice deep massage through all of her shoulder muscles. So that was really fantastic as well. She's quite responsive to things she likes, so it was nice to kind of read her that way. Her withers, last time her withers were extremely painful, and she had an immense amount of spasming and negative response to her withers, and today her withers didn't seem to be sore at all. She enjoyed having a nice deep massage on her withers, and was quite happy to lick and chew. She got super soft in the eyes and just relaxed through it, and that was really great to see. I think the chiropractic appointment made that a lot more comfortable for her, and the muscles have responded quite nicely to that. So giving her a nice massage there was fantastic. I've got quite a few notes on her today. As I went through her back, sorry, I've got to look at my notes. As I went through her back on her left side, her back felt really fantastic. She has a few bug bites on the top. I noticed that they're like little scabs, so I'm thinking she's still healing up from being bitten by flies. But other than that, on the left, it felt really fantastic. She really enjoyed it. She enjoyed the nice deep massage through her ribs. Now, the one thing I did notice is deep in here in her pecs, in her kind of her armpit area, I could feel some banding, which is like it almost feels like a long, hard elastic in there. And she was really responsive to it. She was quite uncomfortable with me touching it. So I spent a lot of time working through that banding, and I was able to get it to release completely. She has no pain response at all in there now. So I think that was really great to see. I don't know if she was acting girthy or not. She may have been because of that, although it's kind of in front of the girth, but she was really worried about it, and now she's fantastic. So that was a really great thing to have happen too. So back to her right side. On the back on her right side, again, I can feel some bug bites along the top of her back, which is fine. But the one thing I did notice is right in this part of her back, she had some pain, and that pain is in her, it's in her iliocostal muscle, which is the muscle right above her ribs. I'm not sure if this is where the chiropractor found problems in her because there was something adjusting in her ribs by what I understand. And I think this may have been where it was at. She was very responsive, and it was a lot of pain as I worked through it. There was a lot of spasming, and she was kind of swinging her head at me and looking at me like she thought I was going to cause more pain, which I was able to kind of soften, and it feels much better now. She's not responding to it negatively now, so that was really terrific. I was glad to see that as well. So I think that is probably where that chiropractor had been working. So from there, I also had really terrific, fantastic front leg stretching. She was so responsive, and she was so happy to do it. I didn't feel any stiffness, and she really licked and chewed when I was done. So obviously that stretch felt really, really good. Okay, going through into her back. Her right side lumbar was quite responsive, and I'm thinking that's because of her back pain, where she had the adjustment, but she was quite unhappy in here, in her lumbar, and kept moving away from me. But I was able to settle it down and get quite a nice lumbar response there. I was able to do the tail stretches with her as well, and that seemed to soften everything quite nicely. The lumbar on her left side was good. I didn't see any problems there. Where I did find pain, is on her left side. Actually, it showed on both sides, but the left was much worse. Let's see, she had in her